So I'm working on this today. Obviously a couple of things you need: angle grinder, hacksaw, and you're cutting out this toolbox. And I already went under the truck, so I'm going to spoil it for everybody. Underneath the truck, the toolbox looks like this. So you want to get as close to the edge of the toolbox as possible to the top side, so you can maintain as much metal as you can, avoiding the pinch welds. I don't know how successful I'll be, but I will try. You see that little seam right there? I'm going to cut as close as possible to that because that's where the toolbox limits are. So now, top side, game plan, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a hole using angle grinder, that angle grinder. I'm going to put a cut right here, start a cut right here, here, and here. And then after that, I'm going to insert the hacksaw and follow the line as closely as I can. I'm more accurate with this than I am with that. For some people it's different, but you got to do what your strengths cure. So there is this access port here. I don't know if I'll be able to use that for servicing, let's say, the future fuel pump, so I don't want to get close to that either. So for now, let's start with the seam cutting. So like I said, 4 cuts. I already started one on camera just to test it out. Next one's going to be really close again. Went through a whole blade almost. So then next I'm gonna follow it up with this hacksaw, and I'm just gonna go in both directions. I cut it in the middle so that I can travel in both directions. Cut this way, meet that one, cut this way, cut that way, and then go both sides. Cuts are pretty close. I wish I could have went closer, but you know, it is what it is at this point. I already started the cut, so there's no going back now. So we're just going to finish it out. I'm just going to show one cut and show you what I was talking about earlier. you can see there, that's a corner cut. This was the center of the cut there. This is the center of the cut here. And I followed the blade all the way through to get a nice close and clean cut. Like I said, I have more control with the hacksaw. Other people have more control with the angle grinder. I'm kind of afraid of the angle grinder, so I guess wish I want the hacksaw method whenever possible. So I'm going to continue this on this side. That's on all the other sides now. There it is, toolbox all gone. There's the toolbox. Yes, I did cut this while I was on top of the trailer. I just saw I had better vision of what's underneath if I had to look. Everything's pretty much intact. I'm gonna have to sand this down a little bit, paint it, but then I can mock up the tank right in this area. I think I'll have to get the truck down though, because I don't know how I'm gonna jack the tank in place here. But first things first, I think I'm gonna have to shut these holes. I really don't want those to be open and exposed to the elements. But looking at this, I think this access port will not work for the fuel tank. The low point of the tank is further over, so I'm gonna have to come up with something. I may just seal this one. I may just come up with some method, you know, like open another access port on the other side, but it's probably for later. Floor's cut up, everything's good, metal's clean. So now we go on to the next step.